Good morning everyone, Sandy Forest Team Runner here, back with week 5 of the sub 255 marathon training series. And this morning we were out in a very snowy, beautiful forest scene this morning. As I alluded to on Thursday on my video, I went out in the morning because we were due a bit of snow in the evening. I was meant to come around 4 or 5 o'clock, nothing really happened. Woke up on Friday morning and wham bam, thank you ma'am. We had a good dusting, the roads and everything are now clear, but of course the trails don't get used, so we've got a lovely bit of compact snow that we're running on this morning. It makes a nice change and it's beautiful. If this is the only snow we get this year, got to make the most of it. And today we'll talk a little bit about how week 5 has gone. I think a lot of you know how week 5 has gone. Week 5 has been a getting back into the swing of things kind of week. Overall, I'm delighted with how things have gone this week. There's been nothing spectacular happened. We had one of the worst workouts we've ever had with those mile repeats, but overall I'm delighted. I'm sure you're wondering why. Well, I'll explain in a bit. I just want to kind of get motoring on this long run this morning. I want to soak up the scenery, enjoy the snow, show you guys a bit more of this beautiful trails that we have here that look even better covered in snow. So we are only 2.5 miles in and I would like to plod along and do between 14 to 16 miles today, so we'll see how we do. And yeah, let's enjoy the snow, let's enjoy the forest, and certainly let's enjoy the run. There we go. So let's talk about the week quickly before I tell you why I'm quite happy with the way this week's gone. And just before we do that, did you know that it's quite hard to run on snow at a very low heart rate? Honestly, for those of you that know the area, I'm doing the cycle track, which is probably going to be the safest bet for runnable trails, and I tagged on a little bit in the beginning, and it's runnable, but I decided back there, Doug said to me, if you're not in a position to do a workout or whatever, then zone 3 running, which for me is 146 to 154 or 153, is a great place to be, as well as obviously very easy running. And as my heart rate is floating around 144 to 148, I thought, sod it, we'll make this a zone 3 run, because it's impossible to get my heart rate under 137 unless I do 10-minute miling, and it's my dad's birthday today, so I can't be late. So zone 3 it is. So this week was skipped workout on Monday because obviously we were still hanging from last week's illness, but I went out for a 2.5 mile walk just to see how I felt. That was a good tester to let me know that I felt good to come back to running. So Tuesday we did 10 miles out on the industrial estate of Dreams, and came back with a 2 minute on, 1 minute off, same as we did last week, but pace is a lot slower. My body wanted to move, so I let my body move, but I didn't do anything stupid. Heart rate was high anyway, and I just thought whatever, and that felt really good. I enjoyed that, felt good afterwards. Got home, I was tired, felt quite drained, but still felt good. Went out for a 4 mile easy run after a big hour and a bit's gym session on Wednesday, so that was great to get back to the gym and work on those all those weaknesses that we have. Thursday came around, and as you saw with the video on Friday, that was Thursday's workout. Mile repeats, some of the worst times I've ever posted in the last year, but again, was not disheartened. I can still tell that I'm coming back slowly, and a week off is quite a long time, to be fair. You don't really particularly lose fitness, but I say you lose sharpness, and I certainly felt like I'd lost sharpness, felt sluggish. My heart rate was, although the data was inaccurate because the strap was playing a bit of funny buggers at the time, it's working now. It was kind of, I knew I was working hard and I couldn't have worked anymore, and that's fine. And then we're on to today, and today is just glorious. Freezing, but absolutely glorious. And I'm aware I look like an numpty in this hat, but as you probably know by now, fashion is not my thing. I don't particularly buy things to look good. I buy things that are comfortable. This hat's comfortable. So that has been the week. Gonna rested on Friday. Was gonna do my 5th run yesterday because the kids are off school. Very tempted to go out in the fresh snow, but honestly, I knew, as much as I'm itching to increase that training, I knew it wasn't a sensible thing to do. I know my body's still recovering, and I know that I have to be patient, which is why today is not the prescribed 4 by 15 minutes within a long run, but it's just a easy / zone 3 run and nothing more. And it's all about building the miles back up, hoping to get back to as close to 40 as possible. So all the mileage there is on screen for you as to how we've done this week. Anyway, let's enjoy a bit more of this, and I'll give you my overall thoughts of the week. Okay, so why am I happy? Well, I'm happy because I made the right decision last week to not run, and on Monday, despite me wanting to run, and I did a walk and I made sure that I was good to go. Thing is, on this channel, guys, is that I never want to be a how-to type of channel. I always want to express my experiences as to what's helped me get PBs and how I'm going to do stuff, but I never want to stand here and say you must do this because it will get you better, because I'm not a coach. But I talk the talk on here, and I talk about recovery, being easy, all of that sort of stuff, running easy, sorry, and I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't listen to my own advice. So I'm really pleased that I took the sensible option at the beginning of the week to not run, because it's allowed me to complete what will hopefully be a 40-mile week, which obviously is not what we want to be shooting for, but after last week, that rest and recovery has enabled me to come out regardless of times and do some really quality sessions and quality runs, and come out today and feel good enough to come out and do a zone 3 long run, which is obviously a bit harder than normal. The times won't reflect it when you see it on Strava. I'm still in the 8-minute miling, and again that shows A, how hard it is to run in snow, but B, the fact that my body is not quite up to scratch. But this is going to have been a fantastic week to launch us back into proper hardcore training next week. Another rest day tomorrow, and I should be fighting fit and hopefully ready to go, clocking some more reasonable times next week, and just in general feeling a heck of a lot better. So overall, guys, I'm delighted. I'm not gonna lie, it's not how I expected to start the marathon training plan, but you've got to roll with it. You've got to do what you can do, and you've got to make the most of what you're given. And unfortunately, for 2 weeks we weren't feeling 100%, but to come back like this in week 5, I'm delighted. So that is a rather long, apologies, roundup of week 5, but I hope you've enjoyed the scenery today. It's been a privilege to run in. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please do give it a like, share it with your friends, and of course, if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to the channel for weekly running content, and I'll see you next week. Until then.